It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Houston Texans and the New England Patriots. And it comes your way next.
From a venue that's been sold out since it opened back in 2002, there's a look at the home of the Patriots, Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis, thrilled to be with you from the broadcast booth. And partner, before we get this thing started, what are you going to be watching?
Who gets off to a fast start? In horse racing terms, they talk about catching a flyer out of the gate. Who sets the pace and makes the other team chase?
The veteran Joey Sly ready to get this started. Glad to have you with us, folks, and we are underway here at Gillette Stadium. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year in the NFL now.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. A shotgun snap to Stroud. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Sliding out of the pocket. That is caught. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Play action. Stroud now. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 33 yards that time.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Stroud. And Diggs has it. And just shutting him off there. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Stephon Diggs from 21 yards away. And the Texans get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off, not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You can have a lot to handle in this one.
Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
These two teams all tied after one. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Got to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Patriots. All right, the offense back on the field here. Let's see what they can do on this play. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Here's Stroud being chased out left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. 2nd and 10. Stroud. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Stephon Diggs with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans are an extra point away from evening this one up. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can...
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Christian. So we are in the final minute now of the first half as this offense gets ready to take over. Stroud to throw it. On the move to his left. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. And Stroud now to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Stroud looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Going deep for Diggs. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They gave it a shot with a deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan. Well, you can't skip halftime on Sundays, but you can right here. So it's over, and on to the 3rd quarter we march. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 20. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. Now Stroud out to his left. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Back to throw. Stroud. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
First down, Texans.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 33. Looking to throw. Stroud. That's caught again by Schultz. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Dalton Schultz, 33 yards. And the Texans are an extra point away from drawing level. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but wasn't enough to get him the completion.
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Stroud. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. 4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. Steps away. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Dalton Schultz. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. Throwing to start the drive. Stroud. This is caught. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Dalton Schultz, 27 yards. And the Texans have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead.
And that 3rd counter there gives them the lead, and it's obvious.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Here's Stroud. Flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one checks all the boxes, doesn't it? You get the 1st down, check. Get out of bounds, stop the clock, check.
Well, how about one last check? Keep your quarterback from getting hit. That's a big check.
Yeah, check there as well. Good call. Buying time to his left. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Forced out to his left. And he's going to be out of bounds to stop the clock. And they continue to move a little bit closer toward that potential game-winning field goal. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Mixing up the middle. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Joe Mixon taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Texans answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie. Well, they came so close, Charles. They were knocking on the door in a 1-possession game, but ultimately the defense held tough to get the victory.
And doesn't it feel like it just leaves them asking what could have been? So many moments when they could have had a big play to change the outcome of this game. And let's face it, none bigger than that final snap that just fell short.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. And with that, we say so long from Foxborough.
That was terrible. Awful.